10 from the Good News translation. Why are you so far away, O Lord? Why do you hide yourself when we are in trouble? The wicked are proud and persecute the poor. Catch them in the traps they have made. The wicked are proud of their evil desires. The greedy curse and reject the Lord. The wicked do not care about the Lord. In their pride, they think that God doesn't matter. The wicked succeed in everything. They cannot understand God's judgments. They sneer at their enemies. They say to themselves, "We will never fail. We will never be in trouble." Their speech is filled with curses, lies, and threats. They are quick to speak hateful, evil words. They hide themselves in the villages, waiting to murder innocent people. They spy on their helpless victims. They wait in their hiding places like lions. They lie in wait for the poor. They catch them in their traps and drag them away. The helpless victims lie crushed. Brute strength has defeated them. The wicked say to themselves, "God doesn't care. He has closed his eyes and will never see me." O Lord, punish those wicked people. Remember those who are suffering. How can the wicked despise God and say to themselves, "He will not punish me"? But you do see. You take notice of trouble and suffering and are always ready to help. The helpless commit themselves to you. You have always helped the needy. Break the power of wicked and evil people. Punish them for the wrong they have done until they do it no more. The Lord is King forever and ever. Those who worship other gods will vanish from his land. You listen, O Lord, to the prayers of the lowly. You give them courage. You will hear the cries of the oppressed and the orphans. You will judge in their favour, so that mortal men may cause terror no more. I'd like to share 3 themes that have occurred to me when reflecting on this psalm. The first is honest prayer. God hears honest prayer, especially in times of struggle and when life feels unfair or God feels distant. We read this in verses 1 and 17. For 150 years, Mothers Union has been rooted in prayer. Psalm 10 shows us that prayer can be honest, questioning, and real. As we look to the future, we're called to deepen our prayer life, praying for families under pressure, for communities facing injustice, and for wisdom as we invite new members and grow. We know that we can bring the real struggles of families, communities, and the world to God without pretending that everything is fine, and know that God will listen. The second theme is about standing alongside the vulnerable. Psalm 10 reminds us that God notices those that others ignore. We read this in verses 2, 14 and 18. And this has always been central to Mothers Union's mission, supporting families, children and communities, often quietly and faithfully. We are called to stand alongside families under pressure, victims of injustice, children and those whose voices are not heard. We're also called to let compassion shape our actions, locally and globally, making Mothers Union more visible and accessible in today's world. And finally, living in hope. In verse 16, we read that the Lord is King forever and ever. This psalm ends with hope. God reigns even when change feels slow. For Mothers Union, this is a call to keep going with confidence, trusting that God values our work, seen and unseen, that members continue to offer, and that we continue to have an important role to play, making a real difference in God's kingdom. So as we celebrate Mothers Union 150th anniversary, Psalm 10 calls us to pray honestly, to stand with the vulnerable, and to move forward in hope, growing our Mothers Union so that God's love continues to reach families and communities for generations to come. Amen.